Anna's routine. The alarm goes off at 5 in the morning. Anna is 58 years old and feels pain in her back when she gets up. She lives in a small, simple house. Breakfast is just bread with butter and black coffee. She has to leave early to catch 2 buses before reaching the first house where she works as a cleaner. Anna has been cleaning other people's houses for more than 20 years. Today she cleans 3 different homes. The work is hard and demands constant physical effort. By the end of the day, she is exhausted. On the way back, Anna stops at a small market to buy the basics for dinner. She carefully checks the price of each item. The money she earns barely covers the rent, the electric bill, and the debt she has built up over the past few months. She has no financial cushion. The fear of the future is constant. Anna thinks about what will happen when she no longer has the strength to work. She has no guaranteed retirement, and the debts keep growing. While waiting for the bus, she sits on a wooden bench. Beside her, an older woman with white hair watches the street. The woman notices how tired Anna looks and starts a conversation. She asks if Anna is okay. Anna opens up about the exhaustion and the lack of money. The woman listens carefully and says she has also gone through serious financial hardship. She mentions that she changed her financial situation by following a practical method for organizing expenses and creating new ways to earn money, something she calls the 7-day rule. The woman writes an address on a piece of paper and hands it to Anna. She says there will be a simple meeting at that location next week to teach how to control spending and create extra income. Anna looks at the paper, hesitates for a moment, but decides to keep it in her pocket. The bus arrives and they say goodbye. Anna goes home thinking about that conversation, but with doubt. She had heard similar promises before: self-help books, videos online, friends who swore they had found the magic solution. Nothing had worked. Why would this be different now? Her financial situation was too serious to be solved in 7 days. She kept the paper in her pocket, but without hope. Yes, she needed an urgent change, but she knew real life did not work like the pretty stories people tell. Even so, something about that encounter stayed with her. Was it worth trying one more time? The address. Anna walks down a busy commercial street. She holds the crumpled paper the woman gave her at the bus stop. The address leads to a small office in an old building. She hesitates at the door, looks around and walks in. The space is simple, with only a few desks and neatly stacked papers. The woman is seated at a desk in the back reviewing some notes. She looks up and recognizes Anna. The woman points to the chair in front of her. Anna sits down, keeping her bag tight in her lap. She looks at the woman with suspicion. Anna says she came because she has nothing to lose, but she has already heard plenty of promises about easy money that never came to anything. The woman gives a small smile and says this is not about easy money, but about a financial organization method. She explains that the 7-day rule is a 1-week cycle in which Anna must record every cent she spends and cut any expense that is not essential for basic survival. The woman says that by the end of those 7 days, Anna will have a clear picture of where her money is going and will be able to identify leftover money she does not even realize exists today. Anna crosses her arms and asks whether this really works for someone who earns very little. The woman replies that the method works precisely for people with little money, because it requires total control over what comes in and what goes out. She hands Anna a notebook and says the first step starts tomorrow morning, with the record of every purchase during the day. Anna takes the notebook, looks at the cover and sighs. She still does not fully believe it, but she accepts the challenge. She stands up, puts the notebook in her bag, and walks toward the exit. The woman watches Anna leave and says, "Success depends only on the discipline of writing everything down with no exceptions." Anna stops at the door, looks back one last time, and confirms that she will return the next day. She steps out onto the street, feeling the weight of the responsibility she has just taken on. Are you ready to begin your first day of financial control? Day 1. Facing the truth. The alarm goes off at 5 a.m. Anna gets up, puts on her uniform and makes coffee. She grabs the notebook she got yesterday and writes at the top of the page, Day 1. She leaves home. At the bus stop, she pays $5 for the fare and writes it down. She gets to work and stops at the bakery. She buys a coffee with milk and a ham and cheese toast for $8. She notes that expense too. During the morning, Anna cleans an office. At noon, she goes to a buffet-style restaurant and pays $15 for lunch. She records the amount in the notebook. At 3 p.m., she gets hungry and buys a savory snack and a soda at the corner snack bar for $5. She writes that down as well. On the way home, she stops by the market to buy basic hygiene items and food for dinner. The total comes to $30. When she gets home, she pays another $5 for the return bus fare and writes everything in the notebook. Anna sits at the kitchen table and looks at the list. She adds up the amounts, which come to $68. She looks at her wallet. Only $12 are left from all the money she had for the day. She realizes that if this is added up over a month, the amount is very high. She had never stopped to total these small daily expenses. She feels uncomfortable seeing that the money she thought was disappearing on its own was actually being spent on things she barely even remembered. She closes the notebook and puts it on the table. She knows she has to repeat the process tomorrow to see whether the pattern stays the same. She is tired, but she understands that she needs to keep going. Tomorrow is day 2. Office. Day 2. Anna walks into the room. The space is quiet, with peeling walls and worn-out furniture. The white-haired woman is already sitting at the desk waiting. Anna places the paper with her notes on the wooden surface. The woman goes through the list carefully. The total comes to 68 rees. She looks at Anna. The amount is high. Anna sighs, feeling the weight of her routine. "I have to work. I can't avoid the bus fare," she explains. The woman points to the items. Transportation is essential, but the rest can be adjusted. Choose 3 expenses to cut right now. Anna hesitates. Breakfast at the bakery is the only comfort before the day begins. The afternoon snack helps her get through the hunger until she gets home. The market items are the basics she needs to survive. "I can't take any of that out," Anna says. The woman stays firm. Without sacrifices, the money will keep disappearing. Anna stares at the list. Silence fills the office. Slowly, she picks up the pen. She crosses out breakfast at the bakery. Then she cuts out the afternoon snack. Finally, she reduces the market amount to 20 rees, leaving out the non-essential items. Her hands tremble slightly. "There," Anna says quietly. The woman nods and puts the paper away. Tomorrow will be day 3. Anna stands up, walks to the door, and looks down the dark hallway of the old building. The tiredness is clear, but her determination remains. Tomorrow the challenge will be following the plan. Anna leaves the office. Are you ready for what comes next? On the 3rd day, the alarm goes off at 5 in the morning. Anna gets up feeling ready, noticing that saving money is already becoming part of her routine. She makes coffee in her kitchen and enjoys the bread with butter, something she used to skip because she was always in a rush. The taste is good, the atmosphere is calm, and saving both time and money gives her a sense of control. She heads to work, takes the bus, and arrives without rushing. At lunchtime, she chooses a balanced plate at the buffet-style restaurant, staying focused on what really matters. In the afternoon, hunger kicks in, but a sip of water and staying focused on work solve the discomfort quickly. The craving for something sweet at the bakery comes and goes just as fast, without leaving any frustration behind. At the market, Anna looks over the shelves with a more critical eye. She realizes that many of the things she used to buy were unnecessary, just automatic habits. By the time she finishes shopping, she notices that her cart is lighter, and the total amount spent is much lower. At the end of the workday, Anna returns to the office to meet her mentor. She presents her report with a genuine smile. The total spent was $47, which means she saved $21 compared to the first day. The woman reviews the numbers and is surprised by how easily the change worked. Anna explains that she did not miss anything important. She simply adjusted her behavior. The money that used to slip through her hands is now starting to have a real purpose. The mentor praises her discipline and focus. Anna leaves the office feeling light, sensing that this challenge is not a burden, but a tool for freedom. The walk home feels shorter. Tomorrow will be the 4th day, and her confidence that she can keep this pace keeps growing. Day 4, the first opportunity. Anna walks down the office hallway feeling lighter after saving $21 the day before. When she spots the mentor sitting on her usual bench, a smile appears on her face. The mentor waves her over, signaling the seat beside her. Anna sits down ready for the next step. The mentor gets straight to the point. Today, the focus shifts from saving money to creating value. Anna asks how to make money more efficiently, beyond her fixed salary. The mentor explains that extra income is the right path for anyone who wants stability. Building something of your own does not require a big investment, just organization and commitment. Even as a woman later in life, Anna has valuable skills that the market recognizes. The mentor suggests practical ideas, selling homemade cakes, making artisanal jams, or offering specialized cleaning services for high-end offices. Anna listens closely, taking in each suggestion. The idea of earning extra money suddenly feels much more realistic. She realized that her experience as a cleaner could be turned into a premium service, charging more for more detailed work. The fear of trying something new fades as the mentor's guidance becomes clearer. Anna feels a new energy and a desire to put what she learned into action. The mentor reinforces that the secret is consistency and the quality of what you offer. Anna stands up, grateful for the clarity and feeling capable of changing her routine. Day 4 ends with an important discovery. Saving money is only the first step. Anna leaves the office with 2 clear tasks for the next few days. Keep control over spending and at the same time plan her first sale to create extra income. The challenge now is twofold: save money and find new ways to earn. What will be the first step you take tomorrow to start making money while keeping your finances under control? Scene 7. The first earning. Anna adjusts her apron in the kitchen, looking at the 6 containers of homemade strawberry jam on the counter. The sweet aroma fills the room. After finishing the labels, she puts the jars into a sturdy insulated bag. She leaves home early, determined to offer the product to the women in the building where she works as a cleaner. When she arrives, she approaches the resident in apartment 402, Mrs. Helena, who has always praised her homemade treats. Anna shows her the jam, explains that it is a homemade recipe with no preservatives, and offers a sample. Helena tastes it, smiles, and buys 3 jars on the spot. The money in her hands feels like something new, her own earnings, the direct result of her extra work. Anna feels a mix of nervousness and joy as she receives the money. She finishes her cleaning shift and heads quickly to the bus stop. There she finds the mentor sitting on her usual bench. Anna opens her bag, takes out the money, and proudly shows the result of the sale. The mentor looks at the bills, nods, and smiles. She says the first step is always the hardest, but now the path is open. She reinforces that this profit should be saved with discipline, because financial disorganization is the biggest enemy of anyone who wants to build something in later life. Separating the cost of the ingredients from the amount that will be reinvested is essential to keeping the business financially healthy. Anna agrees, feeling for the first time that age is not an obstacle to building her own source of income. That sense of independence brings a new kind of lightness. She says goodbye to the mentor and walks toward the bus, certain that tomorrow will be even more productive. Day 6 promises new challenges. Are you ready to start your own business today? Day 6. Anna walks down the street with her shopping cart, feeling the weight of the jam jars that are left. Yesterday's success gave her a new sense of motivation. As she gets close to home, she runs into her nephew Beto. He looks nervous and speaks quickly, gesturing with urgency. Beto asks to borrow 200 reis, saying he has an urgent debt to pay. Anna's heart starts racing. Her old habit of opening her wallet right away to help relatives, even if it leaves her short for the rest of the month, kicks in automatically. Her hands tremble as she reaches for her pocket. The memory of sleepless nights over overdue bills, caused by loans that were never paid back, stops her in her tracks. Anna takes a deep breath, looks her nephew in the eye, and says she can't help this time. With a firm voice, she explains that she needs to take care of her own budget to protect her stability. Beto insists, but she stands by her decision. Saying no hurts, but it also brings a new sense of control. After a tense goodbye, Anna heads to the office where the mentor is waiting. When she walks in, she tells her what happened, still working through how hard it was to refuse the favor. The mentor listens carefully and smiles, confirming that this decision is a key milestone in Anna's journey toward financial independence. She says that putting your own future first is not selfish, it is responsible. Anna feels a deep sense of relief hearing that. The fear of being judged starts to fade, replaced by confidence. The mentor hands her a small notebook with guidance for the next step. Anna puts it away, feels ready to face day 7, and leaves with her head held high. What will the 7th day bring for Anna's progress? The final outcome. Anna sits at the kitchen table, spreading out papers and notes across the Formica surface. The clock marks the end of the 7th day. With a calculator in hand, she adds up the amounts recorded during the week. She saved $21 per day starting on day 3, reaching a total of $105 in savings. She avoided an unnecessary $200 expense by saying no to her nephew and earned $110 from selling homemade jam. Her total for the week comes to $415. It's an amount that would have previously disappeared into unnecessary spending or requests from relatives, feeding the financial disorganization that so many people face. Anna feels a new sense of relief as she realizes that controlling her own money is possible. She puts on her coat and heads to the office where the mentor is waiting. When she walks in, she finds the woman seated at a neatly organized desk. The mentor smiles when she sees Anna's notebook. She reviews the numbers carefully and nods in approval. The result is real, the mentor says. Anna looks at the spreadsheet and understands that the change in mindset was the key factor behind her success. It's not just about saving money, but about prioritizing what really matters for future stability. The mentor explains that this is only the first step in a long journey. The discipline Anna practiced over these 7 days needs to become a lasting habit. Anna feels confident, understanding that financial independence depends on conscious daily choices. As she leaves the office, she walks down the street with steady steps. The future feels less uncertain now that she has a clear method for managing her earnings. Anna plans her next steps, determined to keep up the routine of control and look for new ways to build extra income. She has discovered that it's possible to start a business later in life, generating extra earnings beyond her cleaning work. The transformation has begun, and there's no reason to stop now. Are you ready to start your first day?